SHOT Show 2023 at the Zenk booth at the Sands, and this is a new revolver that we've heard a little bit about, and we'll be talking to Howard. We're going to do the Boy Scout handshake, Howard.
How you doing?
Left-handed. How are you?
I'm good.
Good, good. So listen, brother, we just met a little while ago. I had already heard a little bit about this revolver, and I'll just let you kind of go into the development, etc. The caveat right now is we don't have any functioning models here. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay. So we've got basically 3D printed.
3D printed that have been dropped and broken a couple times.
Yeah, yeah.
They're still here.
That does happen.
The real purpose we came here was to try and find somebody to help us manufacture the product in the U.S. It is manufactured in another country, but we do not want to be an importer, and we want it to be a U.S. manufactured gun. So
now. In the other country, we do have functioning models, correct?
There are functioning guns in the other country,
okay.
But we don't want to bring them here.
Well, it becomes a problem. It's very difficult, very challenging. Yeah, there's a lot of complications.
With the way things are now.
Yeah, and especially right now with the troubles. Yeah, exactly.
Right. Even big companies like Glock, who have been importing in the U.S. for years, now manufacture in Georgia.
Absolutely, yeah, almost. Well, and it's really a requisite situation at this point. Yeah.
Yeah. So what we have. What we have is a rear-mounted closed cylinder. It's a 6-shot revolver, 38 .357. Okay, it's all enclosed. It's got a 4.75-inch barrel. It's got a full-size grip. So when you put your hand on it, you're actually gripping. You get a grip, not like standard revolvers where you're getting a piece of a grip.
Right, and especially if you're getting into a compact revolver.
Exactly. For concealability, if it slides into a holster like this, it's going to be smooth on your side, and it's going to fit in your pants a whole lot easier and be more concealable.
And may I?
Yes, you may.
So yeah, full-size grip, truly full-size grip, and now we don't have this in the.
I'll explain the bottom.
Yeah, I was going to say we don't have it completely configured in what the handgun would be. Correct?
Well, this is the shape and style.
Right.
But there's some technical issues, technical things that have to do with the grip.
Right. Okay. Go ahead.
So we're going to get into it. So currently it has standard revolver type sights. We are talking about changing it so they're be regular, changeable, like 1911 or Glock sights. The rail on top, I recommend they put it on the bottom. Okay, and if possible, cut this out for an optic. Okay, so just for upgrades that could possibly be. So currently there'd be a locking switch here, and that locking switch would open it up, and you'd open it like this. It opens about a 30-degree angle. Okay. At this point, we have a plunger that's under here, and you can eject one bullet at a time and rotate like a single action. But the better part is I can pull this out, it'll stick out, and the cylinder will drop out, and I'll put a second cylinder that's already loaded right in, and push this back in, close it down, and I can shoot again.
Similar to the old single action Army.
The original single action Army.
When men would carry extra cylinders, they didn't have speed loaders in, and of course the configuration of that is it had a loading gate. You didn't have a cylinder that was exposed.
Yeah.
So in a way, and we open that up again if you would, please. So we've got a similar situation where the cylinder is not will not be completely exposed, so you could not use a speed loader. No. You would need to drop out that entire cylinder to replace it
if you want to load it in a hurry.
Right.
The reality of it is, it's we do it with magazines, and yes, magazines are easier, but it's still the same. I was in law enforcement years ago, and we carried revolvers and speed loaders, and I'm gonna tell you what. 9 out of 10 of the bullets hit the floor because speed loaders just weren't that accurate in a hurry.
They were a little fragile and wonky sometimes.
Yeah. So anyway, additionally, a lot of people ask me, what about the gas that comes out the cylinder?
Right. The
flash, the gas.
Yeah, there's that cylinder gap. It's the it's not head spacing, but it's that that section where the cylinder meets the barrel,
Right.
and you can never get it completely closed. I guess unless you have a Nagant where the cylinder is moving forward to lock.
Right.
So yeah, you get that gas escaping, which is why when we're shooting revolvers, we never put our hand in front of that area. Yeah, you don't do that.
So this one actually you can, because it's going to be enclosed.
Right.
So people ask what happened to the gas. So the design is that we will have a port here, where the black spot is. Will be a port into the handle, and then the handle will vent out whatever gases are there. So because it's not that much, and by the time it gets there, it's pretty nice and cool anyway. It's not going to make the handle hard or cold, hot, and it won't affect anything. So you won't have that problem.
So we would have, like I'm part of the company here.
Well, that's what I keep doing, and I'm just here as a spokesman.
So now, invert that, please, and let's see the bottom of the grip.
So this
there would be
there'd be some sort of port in here.
like a port down there.
Yeah.
So the only thing I can think of that's off the top of my head is, in spite of the gas cooling, you're not going to want to grip this in a traditional pistol. Well, sometimes you grip with your hand, the palm of your hand, at the base of the grip.
You should
some
never.
people will. Right. Well, not with this. I mean, some people still do. Yeah. But I'm saying that some people do, even especially if they've been shooting. If they started shooting a very long time ago, they may do that with their revolvers now, or even a pistol. That would not be a good idea with this.
No, probably not. I don't know that it would be that hot.
Yeah.
But I will tell you, I'm a firearms instructor by trade.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. And we always go up high into the grip.
Yeah, as high as you can without interfering with the slide.
If you're down here, you're going to be limp wristed, and the gun is going to give you problems.
Exactly.
But anyway, back to this.
Yeah, yeah.
It currently comes in 357.38. The plan is to also be able to remove this upper and have a 22, so it'll have a different cylinder and internals
and barrels, etc. Yeah,
but it'll all work with the lower. Okay, so you have a 22 8-shot, right? And then we've also talked about doing a 9mm version, and the options are unlimited, really, when it comes to that. So we talked about the sights. The other option is an extended barrel. You'll be able to order it with an extended barrel, hopefully. And it all depends on their designers.
Right.
So that you'll be able to put a suppressor.
You could have it threaded on the end. And with this being enclosed, then you avoid that problem that revolvers have with suppressors.
Right.
Yeah.
I was told by a suppressor company today who came by that this would be only the second revolver to be able to be suppressed.
Right.
Okay.
And the first being,
I forget.
I think it might be the Nagant because of that sealing.
Exactly.
Yeah, with that cylinder that would move forward and lock against the barrel. Thereby, you don't have any gas escape between the. It escapes me now what it's called.
You're absolutely right. It was the Nagant that he meant.
Yeah, yeah.
So, I mean, that's kind of cool if this is only the second gun that it can be done with.
I think so. Yeah.
It's kind of fun. And they even said they had trouble with Nagant.
Well, yeah. There's a reason why it's still not being made.
Exactly.
Yeah. Or even in different calibers, etc.
Right.
Yeah. So that's terribly interesting.
What it is. It's unique. I can't wait for it to hit the market. I told him I want a low number serial number.
Absolutely, yeah.
Ready to make this thing go forward.
Good.
We're looking at hopefully 6 to 8 months until we have at least some on the street.
Right. Do you know, have they decided what materials they want to make the frame in, etc.?
They want to make it out of stainless.
They currently make it out of stainless?
That's what and that's what he'd like to make it out of.
Right.
He doesn't want to do plastic. He's not into the polymer.
Right.
So he definitely wants to do metal. Again, it's going to boil down to once they start getting companies to make them for them as to what's available and what they can do. I know I've been in a couple of the meetings and they're saying that the stainless is definitely an option.
Yeah, it would probably be a lot easier.
It would be, because they can do it as a big block.
Yeah, and in one block.
Yeah, one big block and basically make the whole gun.
I would imagine even this top piece could have the barrel incorporated.
So one guy told me that basically they would cut the whole thing and then cut it in half and then mount everything else inside.
Right.
It's kind of what he said they would do. So it would be done out of one big block. So so it would be a good fit. I mean, you can tell we broke this one a little bit, so the fit's not so good anymore.
Well,
but it should be a good tight fit.
Yeah.
So
okay. Well, Howard, absolutely pleasure to meet you and talk to
Thank you.